Drea, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to you because we're going to talk about Hometap, which is a fintech company that's on a mission to make home ownership less stressful and more accessible. So, what does that mean? What is Hometap up to?
Yeah, I love talking about Hometap. I'm happy to. Hometap is a Boston-based fintech. We are on a mission, as you mentioned, to make homeownership more accessible and less stressful. We do that by making home equity investments. So for many homeowners who find themselves in the position of being house rich and cash poor, we offer a lump sum payment where you can access those funds to pay down debt, do a reno, buy an investment property, fund an education. You can hold that investment for 10 years debt free, make no monthly payments on that. And at the time that you settle, you'll either pay a percentage of the sale price or of an appraisal at that time. That's an agreed upon amount of money in advance. And there's no penalty for early settlements.
And this is innovative, right? Like, people are used to home equity loans, but this is very, very different than that. And you can actually tap into your equity.
Exactly. Yeah. So it is really a product that allows people to not take on more monthly debt. So a home equity loan, something like that, you'd have even more monthly payments. And this frees you up from that, allows you a little bit of breathing room to pay down those debts or go back to school, whatever you might need to do with just some free funds that are yours because you are the owner of the equity in your home.
And it's obviously working because you guys recently had a press release about a very large amount of capital has been deployed with this solution.
Yeah, so we've been making home equity investments since 2017. And this January, we announced that we passed $1 billion in home equity investments. So it's a lot of people, a lot of money. It's really great.
And that's amazing. And like when you want to work for a company, you want to work for a company that's helping people, that's, that has a compelling product, a mission. And I feel like this is really transformative for people to be able to, do things, but not have to have that monthly recurring, home equity loan payment.
Honestly, yeah, I would say a lot of people who work at Hometap are really mission driven. This mission of making homeownership more accessible and less stressful brings a lot of people to Hometap. For me personally, when I was looking for a job, which was now a long time ago, 5 years ago almost, I wanted to be somewhere I felt like I was making a difference. And this allows you to help homeowners day in and day out, and really, really make a huge difference in people's lives, which is good. I think at this stage in many people's lives and careers, doing something that has an impact on someone so significantly really leaves you feeling good at the end of the day. And it's a huge reason why people, are interested in coming and working at HomeTap and building a career there.
So any new developments in terms of HomeTap and your offerings?
Yeah, actually, great question. We have rolled out a home equity dashboard, which it is for all homeowners, not just folks who have a home equity investment with HomeTap, but it allows you to sort of input some information about your home, and get more information to help you empower yourself in your homeowner journey to grow in your asset. So it helps you understand like what an ROI of a potential reno might be. You are delivered custom tips about your own home based on the information that we can pull for you. And again, this is available to everyone. It's a way to make homeownership more accessible and less stressful. So anyone's able to check that out and make a home equity dashboard for themselves.
So what's the latest with HomeTap? Like what's the, size of the company in terms of employees or whatever else you can share?
Yeah, we're about 215. We're growing right now. We have an upcoming class. We've got probably 10 people starting on Monday. It's in whatever, May of 2024, whenever this comes out. So we're continuing to grow. We're in 35 or so states. We used to be strictly Massachusetts based. But now we're across the country. We, during COVID, obviously pivoted to be very, very hybrid. We have an office, people come in, but there's no requirements. And so we've got our sales force deployed all over the country. We've got different pockets of people. We've got a little pocket of people in Charlotte, in Austin, in New York, in Detroit. So some of the big housing hubs. But yeah, we're growing. We'll probably be 250-ish at the end of the year.
For people that are joining HomeTap, like what's the day-to-day culture like?
Sure. So we're very, as we talked about, very mission centric. Outside of that, I would say we have a pretty experienced management team. We're very thoughtful. We do a lot of planning. We have sort of plans to be every year. We do a big planning session around being sort of operationally excellent and all of the key strategic initiatives that we need to achieve. But our values center on being good owners and being good neighbors. So we've got really, really bright folks who are working hard we, intend to execute with intention, communicate directly, roll up our sleeves, be good neighbors. So those are sort of the cornerstones of how we behave and how we treat one another. We have a strong CSR program where we support financial literacy, DEI, and community events. So we're trying to make a difference in the communities that we're in. Those are all very popular. We do a lot with a local organization here in Boston called Heading Home, and others sort of more broadly. But we've got a lot of people who are interested in giving back. And again, sort of staying really true to that mission of helping making homeownership more accessible.
Now, regardless of market conditions, top tier talent, they always have options. They can choose between different job opportunities. So why should Hometap be on the radar for job seekers?
I mean, I think that Hometap is a really compelling opportunity. Again, there's a huge market opportunity, as you just mentioned. We're growing. It's a great team of people. There's a lot of opportunity. This is a huge market, growing very fast. We're building a very durable, long-lasting company based in Boston. We do a lot of work to build careers. There's been a lot of internal promotions, a lot of internal opportunities. There's a lot of growth. We're working on additional products beyond just our initial home equity investment product. So there's lots of opportunity to sort of join here and grow with the company. And people really, love that. And again, the mission, people love that too.
Well, if you are interested in exploring opportunities at Hometap, you need to go to their company page on VentureFizz, which has all their job listings there. Go to venturefizz.com/Hometap and you'll see all the jobs. Andrea, thanks so much for taking the time to walk us through all the details on the company.
Thank you so much for having me.